Welcome back to the Father Son podcast. I'm Collin.
I'm Michael.
And this is episode 10. And today we're talking all about shoes. And we're jumping straight in, and I have a quiz for you, Dad.
All right, shoot.
Can you guess the top 10 most popular shoe brands in the world?
Okay, so you want me to order them from 1 to 10, I'm assuming, or just...
I mean, you can try. It makes it more fun that way, but you don't have to.
All right, so Nike.
Yes, that is the
number
number
one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 2, you know what? I think Nike maybe owns Converse, because I was thinking Converse, but I think maybe Nike owns them. But we're going with brands or companies?
Brands.
Okay. I don't think they're number 2, but since it popped in my head, I'm going to say Converse.
All right, they are in there, but they're in the number 5.
Okay,
not
that's
the
not
number
too
2.
bad.
Yeah.
All right. Next, Reebok.
Very good guess. I kind of thought of them as not being like super popular for some reason, but they're actually in the number 3.
Okay. So they were big when I was a kid,
Yeah.
like big. But it makes sense that they're not quite as well known or popular today.
I mean, 3, they're still very popular.
Yeah, they're still popular.
I just didn't think of them as being like one of the most popular in the world.
Okay. How about Skechers?
You know what? They're in there. I had to look up a couple sources, and I kind of like averaged out all the numbers because some of them had different ones. Skechers, some of them they were in there, some of them they weren't, but
I see.
they made it into my final 10. They were in the number 9.
Okay. All right. So there's one even lower than that. You know where I'm going to really fail on this are like women's shoe brands, if there are any in there, or like designer shoe brands.
Okay, yes. Can I give you? I'll help you out a little bit.
Okay.
There are no designer shoe brands. There was one that was in one of the top 10s. It was Balenciaga, but they didn't make it.
I don't even know them, so I definitely would not have gotten that.
Yeah. All right, you're missing a really easy one.
Vans.
Well, okay.
They are probably not number 2 either. I'm missing number 2, aren't
They're
they?
number 6. Yeah, number 2 is very easy.
It's very easy. Okay.
Nike and...
Oh, Adidas.
Yeah, there you go.
Duh.
Yeah. I was like, I thought for sure you would get number 1 and 2, Nike and Adidas.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got 1 through...
You have 1 through 3.
Okay.
You have 5, 6, and 9.
All right. So number 4, what would number 4 be? I know a popular like running shoe is New Balance. Are they...
There you go. Number 4.
Is that number 4?
Very
All right.
nice.
Sweet. Okay.
Good job.
All
right,
how
now
about
you're to number 7.
Number 7, we're going to go with another, I think, more running shoe.
Okay.
Avia.
Avia.
No.
I know. I think you're
Asics.
on the right track. There you go.
Asics.
Okay, they're in the number 10. Asics. What is
Where
Avia?
did I get
is that like
Avia?
an airplane something or other?
I have no idea. That's probably a mix of a couple different things. But what number were they?
Asics is number 10.
10. Okay, so I have 7 and 8 left.
Yes.
You know another one that was popular when I was a kid, but I really doubt is on there.
What?
Is Saucony.
No.
Have you ever even heard of that?
I think it was maybe in one of like the top 20s of the list I was looking at, but it's not on here.
What am I missing?
Couple more. Can you think of any shoe brands?
That's what I'm trying to think of right now.
One of them.
Oh, like Doc Martens.
Oh, that's a good guess, but no.
Okay.
One of them on here, I don't really think of as a shoe brand. I think of them more as an athletic brand, kind of like Nike or Adidas, but they're not as well known for their shoes.
What about Puma?
Yes, they're on there. That's number 7, and that's not the one I was talking about.
Okay.
So Puma, you have one more. It's number 8.
Number 8. Well...
Think of athletic brands, not necessarily shoes.
Yeah, athletic brands.
People, okay, well, this is going to give it away if I say that.
Oh, you say that, and then I'm not going to get it.
Well, no, you will definitely give it away because it is in the name, the hint I was going to give.
Okay, well, then yes, that would make it easy. So mostly like people wear...
But they sometimes don't wear it on the outside.
Oh, Under Armour.
Under Armour, there you go. Not bad at all.
Okay.
I mean, I did 10 instead of 5. Usually I do 5, and you got most of them without any hints. So that was pretty good.
Rock on, Michael.
There you go. You didn't get in order either, but at least
true.
At least you got Nike in the number 1.
I did get the first one right, which is what I usually do. Okay, so the fact that you've done this, you may do well on the quiz that I'm going to give you.
Okay, perfect.
It actually kind of helped me with this quiz.
Okay.
So, how well do you know shoe brand logos? I'm going to show you a picture of the logo, and you have to tell me what shoe brand it is.
Okay, I mean, if you give me Nike and stuff, this should be easy, but if you give me some funky ones, I might not know.
All right, number 1.
Oh gosh.
It is so weird to see the logo without the context of the name next to it.
Yes, it is. Because might be where you got like Avion or something from. Because that looks like some sort of airplane, like airline logo. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Is it Asics?
No.
Can I cheat on
it?
Here?
It is one of the ones on your list.
Oh, Reebok.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, but try not to look at your list.
Okay, I want
at
you.
least
I want
at first. All right, so that's Reebok.
Mm-hmm. New Balance.
Okay, that one's kind of easy.
That one's pretty easy.
This is the only one that has like
both letters. New Balance.
Right.
All right. Ooh.
This is not on your list.
Gucci.
Yes. Very
Nice.
good. Okay. Do you know this from shoes or from purses or?
I know from shirts. I think I've seen people wearing the Gucci shirts. I don't have any Gucci clothes.
A lot of the shoe brands also do clothing.
Yeah.
So you may have seen some of these on the clothing.
Converse.
Yes.
There we go.
This is one I'm not sure I would have recognized.
Because is that even on the shoes?
It probably is, but maybe small.
I think the Star is.
I'm not totally certain. The Star is more of a well-known thing.
I think
Converse.
the chevron, or you call it a chevron
Yeah.
or just arrow or whatever, kind of maybe is on the shoe, but it like blends in more. You don't quite see it as much, but I definitely recognize the Star.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Puma.
Okay, that one's kind of
That
a
one
giveaway.
is literally a Puma.
Jaguar. Oh
Yeah.
wait, Jaguar is
That's not a shoe brand.
It's not a shoe brand.
What?
Yeah.
Dog. That's a logo?
Yeah.
No,
that
it's
is very
not.
strange, isn't it?
Okay, it must be some like really expensive designer.
It's not. It's not. It's a very popular. You'll know it right away. It's not one that you've probably ever worn.
What on earth? Is it on my list?
No.
You're telling me just a dog, a photo of a
So
dog?
the second word is a word for a dog, not a type of dog, but like a young dog.
Puppy?
Yes.
The second word is puppy? That should give it away, huh?
Kind of. It's actually plural.
I think at my brain, I'm just totally thrown off. Like, how is this a logo for a shoe brand? Puppies.
It is very strange. That,
Oh, something puppies.
Yes.
Oh, it's like on the tip of my tongue. I don't know if I'm going to get it,
Quiet. Be quiet.
Hush puppies?
Yes.
though. What on earth? Why?
It is totally bizarre that they use like a real,
like an actual photo.
yeah, photo of a dog, but that's their brand.
I did
Their
not
logo,
know
I
that.
should say. Yeah, that's
So,
their logo.
Do they have their logo on any of their products, or is that just like they have it on like their website? And
Their
stuff?
packaging probably. Is
Oh,
all.
okay, yeah. Because that would be really weird if they actually had that like on a shoe or on
That
whatever.
would look strange.
Yeah.
They may have it on some
Huh.
of their other.
Okay, that's
products,
crazy. I
but-
had no idea.
Oops. All right,
Oh, is that one A6?
that's A6.
All right,
yes.
there we
Oh,
go.
good job. Because
Thanks.
yeah, it's almost like an A, but
Yeah. It
All
kind of is the same. I don't know. It
Yeah.
kind of looks similar to what was the other one? It was Reebok.
Reebok.
Kind of a
Reebok
weird
was kind
design.
of funky.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
Skechers.
Yeah, okay.
Good old Skechers.
So now you can see where it helped me to do the list at the first.
Yeah, definitely. And I think doing this list helped me with at least a couple of those.
Right, yes.
But is Skechers like coming back a little bit, or is it still?
When I was doing this and I saw that they were a really popular brand, I was kind
Mm-hmm.
of surprised. When I was, I don't know, maybe in my 20s, I used to shop for shoes. I actually don't wear, I try to avoid wearing shoes.
Yeah.
But back when I used to shop for shoes a lot, Skechers was a pretty big brand. It was like getting more popular. It was like in famous footwear a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe that's where it kind of got its big start, was in stores like that.
Yeah. I think they've always been popular, but they just, at least when I was growing up, they had this kind of negative connotation, or like, I don't know, you're kind of like a loser if you wear them, or like only little kids wear them and things like that.
Well, because the cool guys wore the Vans or the Converse or
Right.
whatever. So that's probably why.
Yeah.
But I found that they just weren't very comfortable when I would try to wear them. So I think it took a while. Kind of like, Hyundai as a car brand, like took a while to break in there. Like
yeah.
it was kind of the cheaper, no good car. And now it's a very well
Now it's very
respected
good.
car. So
Right.
I guess Skechers is kind of the same.
I think it might have been because a lot of the Skechers shoes had like the Velcro.
Yes. Oh,
So that's like, only like a 5-year-old would wear that.
yes. Those who cannot tie their own shoes.
But I'll tell you what, if it wasn't so like, if it didn't have a, I don't know, negative
connotation to it.
kind of
Yeah.
connotation, I might wear Velcro shoes because that seems like so handy. You don't have to untie them every time you take them off and retie them when you put them back on. You just whoosh, Velcro.
Or how
done.
about the slip-ons?
True. I don't think I've ever had slip-on shoes.
But I don't think those can be great for athletic shoes, except for the ones that are designed. Actually, there are like some soccer boots that are designed.
Oh yeah, they don't have any laces.
But they're annoying to put on. They're the ones that have the tight,
like the sock.
Yeah, ankle sleeve type thing.
Yeah.
So they're really annoying to put on, but they do stay on once you get them on. So I don't know.
So yeah, Velcro works better because then you are actually like tightening it like a shoelace, but it just doesn't take nearly as long.
That's true, but I just can't imagine that they secure very, very well. I haven't worn a Velcro shoe since I was probably 5.
Exactly. I guess maybe we're going to need to get some Skechers and we'll do like a review on them or something.
Right.
Skechers review.
Yes.
All right. Next up, I have 5 fun facts about shoes for you.
Okay.
And so some of these I'm just going to tell you. Some of these I'm going to have you guess.
Okay. Sounds good.
These are pretty funky. I'll tell you what. So first one, can you guess the average amount of pairs of shoes that women own? This is crazy. I don't believe it. I had to check multiple sources.
So I have a guess.
Okay, what's your guess?
21.
You cheater. Did you look up the same thing?
I didn't look that up, but when I was doing my research, I happened to come across that. Is that the exact number you had?
That's the number I had.
Okay.
I just did not believe that because 21 pairs of shoes, I mean...
That seems like a lot to you?
Where do you... Yeah.
Oh, you haven't been married.
That's just crazy.
Once you get married.
This is like not lifetime. This is like at one time.
Yeah.
People have 21 pairs of shoes.
Of course.
Like
over a lifetime, you have way more than that.
I bet over my lifetime, I'll probably only have 21 pairs of shoes. But
when I was a kid, I think I went through 21 pairs of shoes.
Oh my gosh. I looked up other sources and they said like 34, 19, 17. So that is kind of in the average.
I'm surprised that it's that low. You're surprised that it's that high. I'm surprised that it's that low.
I mean, why do you need 21 pairs of shoes?
So mom has... I would say definitely that many pairs of shoes, and she is not like a shoe person.
But how many does she actually wear? Like 5?
No, she wears more than that.
Really?
Yeah, she probably wears like normally probably 10 different pairs of shoes.
I need to pay attention more, I guess. I'm not looking at shoes that much. Can you guess the average amount? This is kind of in the same question, but pairs of shoes for men.
Oh, 6.
12.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a little above half.
I probably should have counted how many shoes I have. Yeah. It's actually probably only like 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Okay, it's funny because it is a little bit more than I thought it'd be, but then I was like, wait a minute, I actually have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of shoes. That's crazy. Because I don't know. I've always thought I have like 2 pairs of shoes, but then I'm like, wait, I have one of those, one of those, and I think I actually have 5 pairs.
Okay. I probably have 7 or 8, including like my soccer cleats.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And I don't know what else. Golf shoes that I never wear.
Yeah. Okay. Second fun fact, you might have seen this in your research also, but did you know the largest shoe size ever worn by someone is 37? For reference... Shaq's shoe size is 22.
So we did this the other day, and I don't know if you're planning to talk about this, but we were looking at like how you measure a shoe size. Like I wear a size 11.
The other day, meaning like 3 months ago?
Well, that's what I call the other day.
Okay.
So a size 11 is like 11 inches, right? Or is that not actually correct?
Apparently, according to my research, that's not correct.
Oh.
But I think what I found is that works for me because I measured my foot. And I think it's the same amount of inches as my shoe size. So, I don't know.
So 30, what did you say?
37.
7? So it wasn't a 37-inch foot.
No, it was not. I think his foot was like 19 inches long.
Okay.
But, yeah, that is ridiculous.
Crazy.
So, did you hear me? Shaq's shoe size 22? Is 22.
Yeah.
And he is massive. So the shoes were worn by Robert Wadlow. I'm not sure how to say his name, but
he's like the tallest guy.
Yeah, so he's the tallest.
9'8" or something like that.
He was actually only 8'11".
Oh, okay.
But so I don't know if David and Goliath. I think Goliath might have worn like a size 45 or something.
45.
But yeah, he only lived until he was 22, and he was 439 pounds at the time, and he was not. He was not a chunky guy.
Yeah.
I guess when you're 9 feet tall, you're just really heavy.
Can you imagine, like, what's the tallest guy you've ever just stood next to and looked up at?
Probably almost 7 feet.
Yeah, and they just look huge, right?
I know, it's really weird. Like, when you see, like, a toddler or something, you're like, oh, man, I'm, like, twice their height. But in reality, you're only, like, 2 feet taller than them.
Right, yeah.
So it's really weird how, like, body proportions work.
Yes.
Because you think you're a lot taller or a lot shorter or whatever than someone else, when really somehow their proportions just
make it
look a lot bigger or smaller than it actually
illusion.
is. Yeah. But looking at someone that's 9 feet tall, I can't even imagine
that. Would just be
That's
bizarre
crazy.
looking up, at
Yeah.
that.
I was talking to one of my sisters about it yesterday while I was doing the research, and we figured out our ceilings are 9 feet tall, so he would just be walking,
brushing his head
like
again.
yeah, with his hair he would just be brushing the ceiling walking around. That is so crazy.
That's hard to imagine.
Yeah. All right. Number 3. Before the 19th century, there were no left and right shoes. Before that time, shoes were made to fit both feet.
Been so uncomfortable.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like this idea.
Well, I like the idea behind it.
It says before that time, shoes were made to fit both feet. So they tried to make it comfortable for both feet,
well.
but my guess is they probably weren't that great. I mean, there's got to be a reason they changed
to
making
was
left and right.
Before, when did you say?
Before the 19th century, so 1700s.
Okay, so I'm thinking like sports, premier sports and stuff. Like,
I don't
can
think
you
they had
imagine
pro sports back then.
Could you imagine athletes
Oh,
wearing
gosh.
shoes that were like
That would be
one, and that just would not work.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
Okay,
All right.
that's interesting.
I know. I'm going to have you guess another one now. Can you guess when shoe sizes became a thing?
Shoe sizes became a thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
So before this, was it like one size fits all? I mean,
Well, do you mean like the standardization of shoe sizes, like size 1, 2, 3, 4, or you're not? You don't know for sure.
I don't know for sure. I'm assuming they made probably just like a few different sizes.
Small,
like
medium,
they just had like
large?
small, medium, large before this.
There's no way.
I know they had to have at least a small, medium, large before
Yeah,
that. Like there's no
something
way it
like
was
that.
just a one size fits all.
No.
But yeah, this was like actual
Okay.
shoe sizes, like 1 through 37, I guess.
So my initial thought is like somewhere in the early 1900s, but I'm just guessing that that's wrong. So I'm going to guess earlier.
Yep, you should. You should guess
Okay.
very earlier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So I was then going to say somewhere in the like late 1800s, but if
Okay.
that's even way off.
Way off.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. So we're not like talking Stone Age versus modern era.
Well, no, it's not Stone Age, but it is a long time ago.
Well, if people were doing the same left and right shoe, it was before that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, then I'll take a guess because you've
Okay.
allowed me to at this point, but
Yeah, go for it.
1350.
Ooh, very good guess. You're so good at this somehow. It's 1324.
Okay.
Can you believe it? I mean, they had standard shoe sizes like 1 through whatever before they even had shoes for
Okay.
left and right foot.
You know what? I can't be surprised because imagine trying to use a shoe that was just small, medium, or
I know.
large. That would be horrible.
That would not work. And we don't even know for sure if they had that. I mean,
I wonder what kind of shoes they were wearing back then. They weren't like rubber-soled shoes because
Definitely
rubber wasn't
not.
even a thing back
No.
then. But
so King Edward II of England invented shoe sizes. This was like a declaration. This was like an official law.
It's
So
interesting.
he declared that the diameter of one barleycorn would represent one full shoe size, and they still use that today.
okay.
So that's pretty crazy. Something
That
that was
is
invented
weird.
in 1324 is still being used
It's-
as like the standard size today.
Size, yeah. It's interesting you brought up that that king, whoever it was, invented it.
Yeah.
He probably didn't actually invent it, but he was the one that declared
right.
that that's what it was going to be.
He took credit for it.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
had someone
for
else
sure.
invent it, and then he said, "Hey guys,
Exactly.
I have a great idea."
Oh, I bet a lot of kings and politicians, for that matter, like to take credit for a lot of things that they don't actually do. I still remember
Yes.
a joke that was going around a while back about Al Gore inventing the internet.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if you know who Al Gore is, but a politician from, I don't know, 20 years ago maybe or something like that.
Or-
20,
yeah.
30. When did the internet come out?
30 years ago or
90s?
95?
Okay.
so?
So yeah, that was 30.
Yeah, almost 30 years ago.
Anyway.
All right, very last one. High heels were originally made for men. Did you know that? And it actually wasn't to make them taller. So the original use was for horse riding.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it was actually for soldiers.
To like help them stay like hook in or something?
Kind of. It would help with balance, funny enough. Isn't that crazy? High heels were invented to help them with balance. So when a soldier stood up on the horse, the heel helped him stabilize so he could shoot his bow more accurately.
Oh, okay. You know what? I can kind of imagine that because like the heel, and if they're in the stirrup,
Yeah.
it allows it so that their foot doesn't maybe fall forward or something.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, I would have never imagined that high heels were invented for better balance. Like, that seems so backwards.
And then the women saw the soldiers coming home and were like, that guy looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I think I might need to take that.
It also said in what I looked up that it's not clear when it kind of shifted from men to women using it. So maybe it kind of was just over time. The women are like looking at their husband's shoes and they're like, oh, this high heel kind of looks nice. It might make me a little taller. Try that on.
Ah, yes. It increases the height.
Yeah. Because I thought that's what it would be for originally, because guys like to be taller too. So I thought it was just like, oh, not quite 6 foot or something.
It's a stature thing.
Yeah, but no, it helped them balance.
Huh.
Yeah.
Unless you're Wadlow, and then you don't need high heels.
You don't. Yeah, you don't need it at all.
That's crazy. All right, time for the breakdown. This is a breakdown on Nike history. The behemoth company Nike, who you all know, got its humble beginnings in 1964. Founded by a University of Oregon track and field coach named Bill Bowerman, and one of his previous track athletes named Phil Knight. So they first named the company Blue Ribbon Sports, but after a lawsuit with their Japanese manufacturer, they rebranded and changed the name to Nike after the Greek goddess of victory. That was in 1971. Nike was doing pretty well in the beginning, but it didn't get its huge break until it started to get endorsements from athletes like
Michael Jordan.
Jordan, that's right. They've since endorsed a ton of different athletes like Rafael Nadal, Tiger Woods, and a bunch of others. Currently, they're 30% market share for athletic shoes, which is huge considering how many different shoe manufacturers, shoe brands there are out there. In 2022, so last year, their revenue was over $46 billion.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
They're humongous. Now, my take on shoes, I already mentioned that I don't really like to wear shoes if I don't have to, but the shoe that I do wear, and I've had these for about 15 years, are my slides, and they are Nike. So
You've
I
had
like
that same slide for 15 years?
I think so, yeah.
Holy
it's been
cow.
a very long time. So I do like Nike. They make good shoes. 15 years worth. I'm not sure how much longer they're going to last, but hopefully I get another couple, 2-3 years out of those before I have to go buy another pair of Nike slides.
And you know what? I bought those same Nike slides. They have white text instead of red, but people must like them. You bought them 15 years ago and they still make the same exact ones today.
They're just good shoes. They fit. They're easy to put on. That's what I love about these. They're comfortable. They keep my feet aired out.
Aired out. What's the word for that?
Yeah. Ventilated.
Ventilated. There
They
you
keep
go.
my feet very ventilated. So anyway, yeah, Nike's a great company. Great. They make great shoes.
Yeah, I think I agree. I like a lot of Nike shoes. They make some funky stuff too, but I think probably most shoe brands do.
Yes.
All right. So my last segment for us, this is something that we're going to be actually doing together. We're going to be collaborating because usually it's like you against me or me quizzing you or whatever. So we are going to be rating the most popular sneaker from the last 5 decades. Yeah. So we're going to be rating these on a scale from 1 to 10. And not that the winner really matters, but the shoe with the highest combined score will be the winner.
All right. I'm excited to see what these are.
So first up, obviously the 2020s are not over yet. So we're starting with the 2010s. And the most popular shoe from the 2010s was Yeezy Boosts.
Yeezy?
You haven't heard of Yeezy?
No.
Oh my goodness. Where have you been?
Can you kind of turn that a little bit so I can... Okay.
So these are the...
almost all black with...
I think try to disregard the color a little bit, at least on these ones, because there's definitely multiple colors you can get. But just look at the shoe in general. I think these were made to be like very comfortable. I actually haven't worn Yeezys, but I've come close to buying them a couple times.
I do like the look of, you know what, I don't know what shoe parts are called. I wish I did because it would help to describe this.
That's all right.
But I like the way it comes up. It looks like it will make just your ankle feel comfortable. It kind of has this low scoop where your ankle bone sticks out.
Yeah.
So it's not going to like irritate that, which is one of the most annoying things is when really a shoe like rubs on the wrong part of your foot. So that does, I agree, it looks comfortable. The back of that looks kind of strange though. It sticks out kind of a lot.
Yeah, it does.
In the back, like kind of a sharp corner. But
all right, what do you give it from 1 to 10?
From 1 to 10, I don't know. It's pretty slick looking shoe. I'm going with 7.5.
Okay, 7.5. I'm gonna give it. Man, here we go. We used to do food reviews, and we like gave everything the same rating, and here we are again. And I think I have to give these a 7.5.
Okay.
So that's a 15 total.
15.
Oh boy, here we go again. Are we gonna rate everything the same thing?
I don't know. I guess next time we need to do it at the same time, so that way people know we're not cheating.
Yeah. All right. So next up, the 2000s, and it was the black and white checkered slip-on Vans.
Okay, this is totally a classic for me. I wore Vans when I was a kid. I'd never had a pair of checkered Vans, but I'm pretty sure that they had one that looked very similar to this anyway.
These are still very popular today. I mean, when I went to high school, there was people all over the halls wearing these things.
Super like basic, very white all the way around the edge.
Yeah.
The thing that's a little bit different from what I remember of these is that the checkered were everywhere on the shoe, and on this, the sides are not checkered, which is a little bit different.
And what do you think about the slip-on? I mean, for like comfort and ease of use, it's very nice. But what do you think about like the look versus having shoelaces?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. I'm used to shoelaces, but I like the Vans look. I think it's a good look.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't like this as much as the other one. Maybe I shouldn't have said that because that's going to give away
that's all right.
my rating.
I agree. I like Vans also, but I'm not a huge fan of the checkers. For some reason, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's a little too out there or something.
Yeah.
It's just a little funky.
I think it's for the right person, the right style. It looks good, but
yeah, these can definitely look good on some people.
I wouldn't wear it.
I wouldn't wear it either.
That said, let's give it a rating.
All right.
On the count 3. 1, 2, 3, 6.
4.5.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So you gave it higher than me.
I still like it, but just not something I would wear.
I just don't like the checkers a lot.
So total rating of 10.5 for that one.
10.5. Not bad. All right. Next up, we're going to the 90s, and we've got the Air Max.
Air Max, baby.
Yeah, I really like these.
So, okay, tell me what you like about it.
I don't know. I don't know if you'd catch me wearing these because I'm just not that
They're
crazy.
Out there.
Yeah, they are a little bit out there, but I think they really look good. These are, I tried to get like the original shoe of everything because obviously there's a bunch of different Air Maxes you can buy. But this is the original Air Max, and I really like the red on there. It pops, but it's also not like, I don't know.
Like a red, like a cherry red?
Yeah, it's not cherry red,
like
but it
pinkish red.
Pops like just enough.
So I remember when shoes, it was the Air shoe first came out and it had this like see-through, this translucent thing where you could see the air in the bottom.
Yes.
And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I think when I tried them on though, I was a little disappointed because I was expecting to like feel more cushion or something.
Yeah. But it wasn't like that.
But it wasn't quite like that.
Yeah.
One thing I like about this shoe is not necessarily the color of the red, but how they tie that material in different places. So they have it on the heel, they have it on the side,
and even on the laces,
on the laces, and on the front. I don't know what this part is called, but
I don't know either.
Anyway, I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. So
I like how they have the different materials on there, and they got this gray right here coming through, and even like the Nike swoosh kind of like blends in.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool shoe. Are you ready to rate it?
I'm ready.
1 to 10.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
6.5.
Oh, 6.5. You don't like it that much, huh?
I don't. I think it's cool. They have some cool features to it, but not a shoe that I would wear again.
Okay.
So
I guess
too much going on.
Kind of crazy. I gave it a 9 because
you really
probably wouldn't wear these.
But you just really like the way it looks.
I really like the look of it. Yeah.
To me, there's just too much.
All right. What is that? A 15.5?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, so that took over the lead.
15.5. Oh, wow.
Nike Air Max.
All right. The Maxes. Next up, we've got the 80s.
80s.
And this is the Air Jordans.
The original Air Jordan,
You like
baby.
these better?
You know what? I actually do. I like that it's more simple. It's just 3 colors: red, black, white.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice simple look too, in my opinion.
Definitely. I don't think I like this as much because I'm just not a fan of this kind of high top shoe. They just look a little weird for me. Like I don't want them to be up hugging my ankle or my leg so much.
It's a basketball shoe.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? I don't watch basketball really that much, so I don't even know if that's popular still. But back in the day, everyone wore high tops.
Well, I don't know if people wear this in basketball. I don't watch basketball too much, but I know a lot of people just wear these in general.
Yeah.
Still, a lot of people wear Jordans.
You can kind of almost tell what it would look like without the high top because of this line here. That would be a pretty cool shoe without the high top.
I do like that. I mean, if I cover that high top up, I'm going to give that a really high rating.
It does look nicer without the high top. I agree. Okay, but with the high top, I'm going somewhat on nostalgia here because that's just like the original Air Jordan shoe. So that's pretty cool to me. So I'm ready to give it.
All right. 3, 2, 1,
8.
5.5. All right. Really, without the high top, I would give it a much higher rating, but I just don't like high tops. So I do like the red on this, though.
Yeah, 13.5 for that one.
13.5.
So what do you got?
We have
one
a
more?
math guy here. Yep. All right. So last up, we've got the 70s. What brand do you think it is before I show you?
Sorry.
Oh, you looked.
Yeah, I can see. I can see the name.
It's Nike Cortez. Who is Cortez, by the way? Do you know this?
I actually know something about this. This was part of the research that I did when I was doing the research for the breakdown on Nike.
Yep.
So this was their original, not their original shoe. This was the shoe that got them into that lawsuit with their Japanese manufacturer.
Ah.
So they wanted to start naming it something else. The Japanese did not like that. They were like, "You guys are trying to rebrand and go off on your own." And then Blue Ribbon Sports went back after them and said, "No, you guys are trying to do this." So anyway, they ended up both splitting, and they both sold that shoe. Named it two different things. So the Nike Cortez, and then the Japanese, I can't remember what they named it, but it was something else. They both sold that shoe.
So why Cortez, though? Who's Cortez?
That I don't know, sorry.
Okay, interesting. I'd like to think it's like the Aztec guy, right? Or the guy that took over the Aztecs, maybe? Anyways, it sounds pretty cool, though.
You know what? I bet if this shoe came out today, there would be a lot of people that would want to wear it because it just seems like it has that OG
Nike
style.
Feel.
Yes,
they do kind of look like bowling shoes, huh? But
they do, especially the what do you call it, the sole? The sole. Yeah, with those thin ribs on the bottom.
You know what, though? I kind of like bowling shoes.
Yeah?
So I kind of like this. When I first saw it, I wasn't a huge fan, but I'm starting to grow a little bit more fond of it.
You know, that's not bad for 1970s.
Definitely not. And this was the most popular shoe in the 70s. So that was kind of surprising after you did the breakdown on Nike, saying that they kind of started to get popular in the 70s and the 80s. I was surprised that they had the very most popular shoe.
Yeah, it was them and I think Converse and I can't remember who else, but there were kind of three big companies. So I like that because of the white with the red swoosh.
Hey, 4th of July, guys.
That's true, and it's got some blue.
The white and the blue.
Sweet, and we are actually, today is 4th of July. You guys don't know that because it's coming out later, but so, dang.
What are you rating it?
That's cool. Okay. Now that we hyped it up so much, I have to come back down to reality and go, okay.
Good for the 70s, but not my favorite shoe ever.
So, okay, for today, all right, I got my rating.
All right, 3, 2, 1,
6.
7. Oh, okay, only a 6.
Yeah.
After all that, so that's a 13 total, and I think that means the very best shoe from the past 5 decades is going to be it's going to be the Air Max.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Sweet. It wasn't my favorite shoe. It was
mine.
Your favorite shoe. But it's got some really cool characteristics.
Yeah, and it's probably the most unique one on here, right? It's pretty out there in terms of the colors, the design, and everything. Hey, I noticed Nike does like this red, though.
Oh, yeah.
They got red on all their shoes.
They do.
All right, so Nike dominated those first 3 decades, and then after that, a couple other brands took over.
They're still dominating.
Yes.
They're still down. They've got 30% of at least in the athletic shoe department.
Do you think they'll have the most popular sneaker for the 2020s?
Oh, that's a good question.
I was a little surprised Converse wasn't on here at all because they've been popular and stayed popular for decades and decades.
Well, Adidas too. Adidas is a very popular shoe.
They're very popular, but I feel like they've always just been right behind Nike.
But also, this is a very specific shoe. So Converse has a lot of people wear a lot of Converse, but maybe not one iconic shoe for their brand.
True.
So that's why.
I mean, those black Converse with the white sole, those are kind of their iconic.
That's true.
Ones, but
so I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see.
Could be Converse. All right. So we got one more quiz for you.
Okay.
Can you guess who wore these shoes?
Oh.
I'm gonna show you a photo.
Okay.
Of a pair of shoes, It might have legs sticking out of it.
Okay.
And you tell me who it is that's wearing the shoe.
Oh gosh. So I'm assuming it's gonna be just like celebrities, right? Or not?
We'll see.
Okay.
First up.
Ah, okay. This makes a little more sense. Thought you were just gonna show me some random celebrity like just wearing a shoe. I think that's gonna be Cinderella.
Very good.
The glass slipper.
That's right. Did it take you a second to remember what her name was?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I did kind of like think of Snow White for a second there, but then I remember. Oh wait, glass slipper. That's definitely Cinderella.
Very good.
Not many people wear glass slippers.
Okay, next.
That's gonna be Michael Jordan.
Very
right?
good. We just saw a picture of those.
We just went over that, so it was a little bit easier.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Soccer player for sure. I'm trying to get a hint from the
Yes, you should be able to get some hints.
The bloodied leg and the socks. But what sock
and
is
who
that?
wears...
Oh, okay. That's Ronaldo's leg, right?
Very good.
Yeah. Very, very muscular, and he got the Nike, whatever those are called.
Mercurial?
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Dude, you're good at this.
But I know that that's his shoe. I just don't recognize the sock.
The sock is Man United.
Oh, okay.
Sock, yeah.
So is that from when he played with them in like 2021?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it was a pretty recent one. All right, very good. 3 for 3.
Thank you. Oh.
Can you remember?
Did you know those are the most expensive shoes of all time?
Oh, sold?
Yeah.
Like,
$660,000, I think. But what's her name?
Exactly.
I know
That's
that,
what we're
but
going
I don't know
for.
her name. Wizard of Oz lady.
Yes. Have you ever watched this movie?
I don't think I've
The
seen...
scariest movie of all time when you're like 5 or 6 years old with those flying monkeys.
Yeah.
And the very scary witch.
I don't think I've seen the original one, actually. Her name is like Judy Garfield or something, right?
Judy Garland.
Garland.
Yeah, but that's not
So
her.
that's the actor.
That's
but
not
that's
her
not
screen name. Well, that's pretty good. I'll give you half a point for that.
I mean, I didn't even get her actual name right. I said Garfield. But, oh man.
Let's see. Come on.
Dorothy.
Yes.
Dorothy.
How do you just pull that out of there?
I don't know. It was in there somewhere.
Dude.
It was in the files. I just needed to access them.
Nice job. All right. What's next?
Ooh.
This one's maybe a trick one.
Christmas shoe, huh? What shoe is that? And what sport is this too?
That's good. You're thinking you're trying to get the right clues.
Tennis?
Yes.
And okay. From his leg, I think he's black or she. Serena Williams.
Oh, there he
Let's
pulled
go.
it off. Nice job.
That's kind of crazy that I got that from that.
Good deductive reasoning there.
Wow. Hey, nice.
I even, had the
you
didn't even see that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at the other shoe because it has the Nike, but it has like stars on there and stuff.
Yeah, it was a custom made shoe, diamond encrusted, whatever.
And she actually wore them on the court, huh?
Yeah, she wore these.
Dang. Okay, well, now it's not as impressive now that I see that there's a SW
you
on there, but I didn't even see it.
honestly didn't see that,
Yeah.
so pretty good.
Okay, that's funny, though.
Nice job, man.
Thanks.
All right, what's next?
Oh, gosh. Armstrong.
Yes.
But I always get the
What's his
I always
first
mix
name?
him up with the musical guy.
Oh, yeah.
So, like...
We just talked about...
Louis Armstrong, is that the musical guy?
We just talked about what this is.
A swoosh?
Oh, Louis. Okay, no, I thought you were thinking of someone else.
No, yeah, I was thinking of Louis Armstrong, but
it.
it's Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
There we go.
Very
and
good.
I'm pretty sure his boots are still on the moon.
I did not know
I don't know how that makes sense. I guess the moon, does it have some gravity?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I think they just left his boots on the moon for some reason, because on a
Is
website...
it a marker or something?
I don't know, like, I was here, my boots are here.
Let's get a telescope and we'll look at it and
But-
prove that we actually went there.
Yeah, when I was doing my research, for some reason, one of the websites said that his boots are still on the moon. So
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but they might be.
Good job. So yeah, Neil Armstrong and his Apollo lunar boots.
Nice.
Okay, last one.
Oh gosh, those are so bright.
Now, admittedly, this is going to be very tough because
I don't know if I know any track. I know Usain Bolt, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's not him. So he was
What country?
from here. He's from U.S.
Oh, from U.S.
Yeah. And
Yikes, I
he
don't know if I'm
was,
gonna
so
know.
this is back in, I think it was after you were born, but maybe in the 2006
Olympics.
Summer Olympics. Was that even a Olympics year? I don't know.
I don't know.
But he was an amazing sprinter.
Yeah.
He did 200. He did 400.
I can't stop looking at those shoes. They're
Yeah.
so gold and
And
bright.
that's why I picked this one, because they were very iconic shoes when he ran these events.
I bet.
So his name is Michael Johnson.
Oh, wow. I don't even know if I've heard of him.
And he broke the world record for the 200-meter dash by 0.3 seconds.
Which I'm assuming is a lot.
That's huge, yeah.
Oh, okay.
0.3 seconds is a lot when you're talking 19 seconds total.
Oh, yeah.
So his second, 200 meters, right? So his second portion of that, his second 100 meters, he ran 0.3 of a second faster than Usain Bolt's
100 meter?
100 meter. Yeah.
That's
of course, he's already
crazy.
moving at the time that they started
Still,
the clock.
though.
But yes.
Yeah.
So he was a very good runner.
Dang,
and I
those
remember
shoes, holy cow.
they're crazy. I remember watching this with Michael Johnson and cheering him on. And I actually don't remember the 200 as much as I remember the 400. And I think he may have also done a relay, like a 400-meter relay. But it was incredible to watch him run and just see how fast he was moving compared to the other guys on the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool moment in history.
All right. I think that's all we have for you guys.
Yep.
I know there are a lot of people that are really into like the sneaker world specifically and shoe collectors and stuff. So hopefully you weren't expecting that too much from us because we don't know a ton about shoes. Like I was saying, I have like 5 pairs and you have 8 pairs.
We're not shoe snobs by any means.
Yeah, none of them are like super expensive or trendy or whatever. But hopefully you enjoyed the episodes. Yep. I definitely liked a lot of these fun facts and things that I learned. So we hope you guys did too. If you did, leave the video a like and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.